Hey, it's Venus Friday. Today is June the 28th. It's Friday. And this is the second episode of Venus Fridays. So I'm out in nature, going for a quick little walk. So this week's subject matter is coming back to self, coming back to yourself, or just learning or realizing who you are, understanding who you are. And when I say it, basically, I had a conversation with one of my best friends, and we were just talking about the phrase that she used was grieving your old self. And I was like, wow, that's very powerful. And I could remember, or I know, I understand what she means by grieving your own self. After you've been through something, or whether you're going through something, you kind of just want to get through it, heal through it, and get back to your old self. What is it called in the medical field? Get back to your baseline. And sometimes, or most of the time, it's not about getting back to your baseline. Most of the time, it's not. You won't get back to your old self. And when we really think about it, it's actually a good thing, because that means that hopefully you heal past what you're going through. And you might even, during that process, healing past or healing through what you're going through, you're birthing somebody else on the other end, your highest self. Or you might be rediscovering who you are. I was talking to her and I said, the things that we went through in life, the experiences that we had in our childhood and growing up, our teenage years, a lot of the stuff that we went through wasn't our fault. A lot of the things that we experienced wasn't our fault. It is our responsibility to heal through them or from them, but what we went through wasn't our fault. And a lot of the things that we experienced and went through couldn't have been prevented. And the whole thing is, when we really think about it, those things had to happen to us to give us certain experiences, to make us sensitive to certain things, to make us understand certain things, to make us understand other people. You had to go through something to have a sensitivity to certain things, to have empathy for certain things. If you didn't go through some of that stuff, you wouldn't have a soft heart or a different awareness or knowing about certain things if you didn't experience and go through them. And I said, the issue is not the experience. A lot of time, the issue is not having the coping skills to heal through them, to grow through them. A lot of times when we grew up, when we were growing up, we didn't have parents in our lives to show us, empathy, emotional intelligence. Even it's okay to cry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to have these feelings. It's okay. We never were given that. So when we had those experiences, it was shunned upon. It was suck it up, or it was don't nobody want to hear you crying, or go soak in the room by yourself. Those were our experiences. And had we had, or some of us did have those types of parents that were nurturing, that were able to show emotional intelligence. For some of us, we didn't. And that's what caused the biggest issues in our life, is not the experiences, but it was more so the coping skills to get through those experiences in a healthy way. And so that brings me back to full circle when I say we should embrace and be thankful for the things that we went through, because this is our journey. We actually were built for this journey. We actually were built for these experiences. You know, I think about like when a soul chooses to come and have this experience, that soul has everything it needs. We have everything that we need within us. The way we look, what race we are, our personality, whether we are a fire sign, earth sign, water sign, air sign, air signs. That element, we chose that element. We chose to be that element to experience this life on earth. So everything that we have is already within us. The issue is that we weren't given certain coping skills or certain skills to heal through and get through the experiences that we would experience in this lifetime. So, but it's okay, because having the awareness that you didn't, and then the desire, having the awareness that you don't have the skills or that you didn't receive those skills, having that awareness, but then having the desire to develop those skills, to the desire to heal, and having that desire to want to heal and be better and having that awareness to want to be better is all that you need. Because all the information is out here now. You know what I'm saying? Every time you turn on social media, every time you go to a library, these different stores, there's information in these books. There are videos available to heal, to grow, to expand, to learn. Everything is at our fingertips now. There's no excuse. The only excuse is that you either choose not to, or you don't have the desire, or life ain't beat you up enough for you to say, this is not sustainable and I'm about to do better. But so let's come back to self. Let's make full circle. The caterpillar is ready to turn into that butterfly. The caterpillar has taken all of his experiences and trials and tribulations into the cocoon, and the butterfly didn't forget about all those experiences and those trials and tribulations. The butterfly remembers exactly. They're the same person. The butterfly and the caterpillar are the same person. It's just now the butterfly, when it emerges from the cocoon, that's its healing, and that is also its knowing of, hey, this is my journey. I now have the skills to continue on this journey, still full of love and light, but now I have these beautiful wings. Y'all, if y'all know how I feel about butterflies, so I just had to throw that in there real quick. But I know this video is probably all over the place, and just know that the rest of them probably are going to be all over the place too. But so it's Venus Friday, everyone. It's Venus Friday. It's a nice evening. So let's come back to self. Let's emerge from this cocoon. Know that everything that we've been through happens for a reason, and it does. It serves the greater good of God. We are all here to shine God's life. We are many gods, and it is our responsibility to shine that light of God that's within us to the rest, to show everybody else the way. You know, the ones that are still trying to figure it out, the ones that are